I have some hate mail.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
It's now time for MJ Morning Show hate mail. I don't know what crawled up this guy's butt, but I'm gonna have to call my buddy Joe Gonzalez, Joe the plumber, and get one of those one of those little snakes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get him to stick a snake up there and pull out whatever's in this guy's butt. Yeah, that rotary thing, you know. I don't get this. Guy sends me hate mail. This comes in at 4:17 this morning. So prior to the show, I'm going through emails like 5:52. I'm looking at email, before we went on the air today, see if there's anything good. And I see the headline, the subject line, so out of touch with reality. Jimmy.
You're out of touch.
Yeah. So Jimmy, and I'm looking at his email address. His email address is Jimmy Making It Work. That's his email. Jimmy Making It Work.
All right, Jimmy.
Jimmy's got a big problem with me. Why?
What's wrong with Jimmy?
The subject line, so out of touch with reality. Jimmy writes, MJ, let me tell you, I had listened to you for many years before I moved to Kissimmee. I'm guessing you will not even open this email, but I must say to you, I listen for the most part on the podcast, usually after my other morning show that I listen to.
Okay.
About a few weeks ago, you were talking about your garage and tools, and you made the ridiculous comment that you have Snap-on tools. MJ, you have never had a Snap-on tool in your hand. I mean, what people focus on, what people get pissed or angry about or feel like they've got a comment. This guy's calling me out because somehow in a conversation I brought up Snap-on tools. I don't know. And
All right.
I have a couple of Snap-on tools. Jimmy, as a matter of fact, one of my favorite tools in my kit is a Snap-on tool that I've used for years. In fact, I'm probably going to turn it in for warranty because, the Snap-on deal, the
lifetime guarantee.
Lifetime guarantee. I have a lime green driver, a ratchet driver with then the little red plastic. It also, you have the little red box of all the little tips, the flatheads, the Phillips, the hexes. So I've got a little red box with all the tips, and then I've got a lime green. It's like a fluorescent green handle, and some of the plastic is broken. And even though it's, years and years old, I think I'm eligible for a Snap-on replacement.
Lifetime guarantee means that.
Yeah, exactly. So, Jimmy, how dare you?
Yeah, Jimmy.
How dare you, Jimmy, making it work? How dare you, Jimmy, call me a liar on my very own show in my email, mj@mjmorningshow.com. You know what, folks? I'm not afraid to confront the hard truths.
That you actually have this brand of tool.
I have a few Snap-on tools. So, Jimmy, what is so far-fetched? Why would you say, MJ, you've never had a Snap-on tool in your hand? What would stick in this guy's craw? What would be so angering? Why is this guy making a mountain out of this? What jammed in his butt?
This guy, Jimmy, get her done. What's his
Jimmy
name?
making it work.
Oh, sorry.
How about Jimmy's got a claw hammer up his ass? How about that? At gmail.com.
I mean, do you think it could be something else? You think this really has nothing to do with what he's really mad about? The tools? He's just picking on the tools?
I don't know.
If Jimmy is a mechanic or a repair guy or works with machinery.
Sounds like he's a handyman. He's like that angry guy in the movie Beef or in the Netflix series Beef. He's like the Korean handyman guy. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's in a road rage incident yesterday. I don't know. And then it goes on. Then I guess he's also pissed about me talking about the Trump incident at the rally.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
And climbing the ladder because I said that the cop who climbed the ladder and saw the shooter on the roof should have engaged. If he wasn't ready, he should have ducked down below the roof line, grabbed his gun, and then reemerged and taken that guy out.
Okay.
So listen to this. He writes, now, yesterday you mentioned about the officer who climbed up the ladder and you questioned why he didn't have his weapon out. Then you make another ridiculous statement because it's always about you and how you can climb a ladder with a paint can. I'm here to inform you that climbed up a stepladder to paint a trim piece. I'm reading this verbatim. I don't think English is his first language.
Maybe
but,
not even his second.
And then he says, I highly doubt you've ever painted anything on your house. And how you can't comprehend how much more difficult it is climbing up a ladder knowing there's possible death at the top.
All right.
MJ, let me tell you that you should thank your wife for putting up with you for all these years because many can't.
That's
Yeah, you do thank Michelle for that, don't you?
That's his most valid point.
Yeah.